Oh hey, my backlog of Hades 2 episodes has finally run out. Well, I guess it's time to get out here and record some new ones. I wonder how long it's been. Oh. I'm I'm probably still good at the game, right? We can handle this. This isn't going to be a huge problem at all. Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades 2. Where today we have some little things to close up, and I might be just to warn you, might be the tiniest little bit rusty and unfamiliar with our position and stuff. So, what do we have left? We wanted to close up a couple of plot lines, most of which are going to involve us going upward, right?
Let me see.
This is a thing that maybe is worth doing. I don't know. I'm not feeling particularly strongly about that, obviously. But this here, Cersei with the knuckle bones. Take the embryo all the way to victory. I'm not so concerned about that. I feel like there was some reason that I needed to speak to. We need to speak to Hecate, don't we? There's something about that. One of the fates said a weird thing, and I would just like to check in. And honestly, maybe that's it. And then it just so happens like we're close to finishing a lot of. I mean, of course we are, right? Of course we're close to finishing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, upward. Knuckle bones through the second biome, and probably use a weapon that I haven't used yet for the clear. Look at you. You are so fucking cool. He knows.
Let's have the latest numbers.
My friend, what does not have a clear yet? The aspect of hell, the aspect of Eos. The aspect of Eos doesn't have a clear? Is that right? I feel like that one's really good. Well? So it is just those three. Okay. The aspect of Artemis feels like it should be like pretty easy to get. Like the sister blades are strong for sure. Eos and Hell. Hell also seems like such a good one. Well, let's go into battle with such a good one then. Eos, Hell, and Artemis. Unfortunately, the black coat has the thirst, but I mean, kind of whatever.
Go light him up, kiddo.
Alright, I remember it. It's pretty good. It's a little positional, so I'm going to need to watch my feet, and of course I've never been good at that.
Revol.
Yeah, the Frostbane thing is it wants you to sort of pin yourself to the ground, right? This is the tricky part about this is I find myself wanting to stand still. And when you stand still is when you get murdered.
Hell.
But you know what? Maybe let's give it a go. It feels to me like I don't remember how this one feels all that much. So Omega special and then just super fast attacks, right? Feels like it should be easy to get synergy going in that. And if we're really trying our hardest to win, and I don't think there are any other concerns that are as great, it does feel like cat is maybe the way to go. I do like the magical cat. Welcome aboard. It's been a minute. We're going to take the standard vow of rivalry upward. Okay, I guess one thing that's kind of interesting is that none of these... You know what? It's fine. We don't need Nightmare anymore. What we need is Plot. What do I have equipped in my keepsake slot? I don't even know what that is. That is the engraved... right, the engraved pin, of course. Why not take one of our fun Olympian... one of these things with the Fates whim and everything. Y'all know how I feel about the Fates and their whims. I guess... yeah. Level up our brother's keepsake. And with that, here we go. We just got to remember to equip the knuckle bones when it's time to equip the knuckle bones.
Lord Hermes.
You found the map. The Fates. They told me so themselves. Figured I'd spread the word, being a messenger and all. And you know what? They're right. Sounds like their time away gave them a change of heart.
Okay. Rarefy nimble limbs actually sounds rad.
I grow strong.
What if my attack speed was so high? That's pretty fun. So this is just gonna skip because it's one chamber and then we're in the city proper, right? I do like the idea of getting the moon blessing so early, but also this could be big.
Sting away.
I anticipated your return.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's over. Another Marty.
Is she yelling that at the fish or? So, oh, hold on. Okay, so buttons, the buttons we pressed to open the things. You and Chaos share an ancient bond that cannot be improved by gifting anymore.
The three fates are at last returned, and that is well. Thus your assistance with my wandering is complete. But as to whether you discovered them or they decided to return remains unclear. They create far more questions now than I.
I feel like the game's a little quiet. Let me nudge the game in the mix a little bit here. Okay. Cast steal massive bonus damage. It's not bad, certainly. This is a lot of elements. This is a lot of elements. But I think I like big bonus damage on casts. I definitely don't think it's Flayed Revival. We can usually activate the stuff we're trying to activate. I feel like
This I shall be curious to see.
let us go this way. Okay, what are we looking at here in Ephira today? Well, the hammer would probably be a pretty good one to grab right away. All of the enemies took like exactly long enough to spawn for the ghost effect to wear off. Oh, hey cat, would you here to get in here maybe a little? Extra time in Valkyrie form is a little dangerous. Specials fly faster and deal bonus damage for each foe struck is certainly interesting. Leering glance is certainly interesting. I mean, like in theory, this is the damage dealer, right? But how often can you afford to stand still for 6 seconds? I guess the question isn't really how often can you afford to stand still for 6 seconds, but rather when you fail to be able to stand still even for 3 seconds, is this going to allow us to get like a little bit of Valkyrie, dodge time, and then still some more Valkyrie before it runs out? The answer is probably yes.
Need
Right.
to head back.
Tell me to head back. I know there's stuff out here yet. So I am feeling a little unfamiliar, a little clumsy here.
Good.
Not too bad. Also, decent amount of free money. Let's go ahead and grab our hex while we're here.
way to getting out of there.
Where's Cat? Cat. Unfortunately, we have no restoration right now, so we're just gonna have to. Really thought I was gonna prevent him from coming in there.
We showed them, Tula.
Your headmistress informed me that you finally located the three fates. Then all is finally set right. Although I feel as before, perhaps they wish to see what shall transpire if we each continue plotting out the course of our own lives.
Turns out nothing they were doing was all that meaningful in the first place. Super hard to turn down Nightbloom. It's like Wolf Howl obviously is very powerful. It does some cool stuff. Can I open up my book? Right now I can't. I was trying to remember which gods we were still looking for the effect with. Which Godsworn or whatever, God improved versions of these things we had not seen. I think Total Eclipse and Wolf Howl are both pretty good, but they're things that like replace your existing damage with their damage. They take the time to happen. Wolf Howl is at least a significant defensive tool. Whereas Nightbloom is just like you get to keep doing whatever you were doing, whatever build you had going is still running while the Nightbloom is running, but also Nightbloom is doing crazy shit, and it feels like it's very hard to pass up. But we know that it goes Godsworn with like Apollo and Aphrodite, neither of whom are super compelling for this build. Apollo on special is not horrible, I suppose. Yeah, I do not really feel like I know what the right thing to do is here. I think Total Eclipse is very funny. It is super good to be just like lasers, and then here's my other laser, and then here's the big laser.
Total Eclipse.
And it turns out funny rules the day. Listen, we don't actually have to win this run. I just have to make it to Cersei.
Caught out. Whoa, a neck biter.
Who among us, right? I suppose we ought to see what Medea has to offer.
For those who showed me school, she returns.
Together we shine.
Together we shine. That artifact that you bear, Raval herself, but in the guise of whomever came forth to me in dream. So then the phrase I told you took effect. What more did you unveil?
This is the aspect of a goddess known as Hel, who presides over some distant realm of the dead that's white with frost. How she ends up bearing Raval, I do not know.
This goddess Hel apparently has taste. Perhaps it shall be I who, on some frigid evening, first shall introduce her to the intoxicating power of the Argent Skull. Or perhaps you.
Malice in Kind and Wealth from the Dead are both real good. Wealth from the Dead makes you so powerful. But this is a lot of HP, potentially. Lost to enemies who are like doing the real damage to you. Whatever is scariest to you on this particular run, Malice in Kind is good against it. But Wealth from the Dead is Wealth from the Dead. Hard to pass up. What if I just don't let anything harm me in any meaningful way ever? How about that?
Surroundings.
Let's see if we can pull some of that good stuff from our friend Poseidon over here. Dear cats, please help.
Can't do it.
I was saving these because I was going to break them at the beginning of the second wave, and then that just wasn't actually a thing. Where am I on this kind of stuff? Gifts and whatnot. You know what? Sure, we got nectar.
I heard the tales of my father's brothers long before we met, Uncle, and you're as mighty and courageous as they say. But I also feel as though you've been looking out for me. Thank you for making me feel welcome and safe.
Such a voyage we have had, haven't we, niece? And you're not even in my same vicinity. Just how it is with relatives. They're with you even when they're not. Know that I'm with you too, and always making certain that the coast is clear. At least after you find one of my boons.
Alright, give me the appropriate tools for clearing the coast.
Age of resources to come. Not if I open up a few more rifts, it won't. Ah, the earth itself can swallow all of those ungrateful little outs if the seas don't do it first.
Look at him, he's very serious right now. It's extremely silly. So, I mean, like, at the risk of being boring, Wave Strike's really good. Rare Wave Strike's really good.
The ocean's fury.
Was I able to re-rarify that? Maybe. Well, whatever. Too late now. Yeah, geez, look at that. Look at that already. Look at that. Okay, I think we're all good here. It's promising, as you know, as far as starts go, it's promising. So I did see the high rarity Demeter boon over here. Let's pull that. That seems like a fun one. Big friend. Ow. I really didn't have any animation at all. Did you see him attempt to kick me? Manners. Ow.
Come on, cat.
Okay, I took more damage there than I would have liked. Just not used to it anymore.
If Heracles could handle it.
Okay, cool. We got our thing transformed, and who knows, maybe we'll even end up with a cast that does some damage to benefit from it.
Grandmother, we've so much making up to do for all the time we could have spent getting to know each other. I trust we'll do just that soon enough. Though for right now, there's this.
It's strange. As much as I loved your mother, she never honored me thus. Perhaps I was too lenient with her, or perhaps your generation is merely more considerate of their predecessors. The weavers of destiny have sprouted up from the earth once again, and conveniently right after we quelled the Titans' uprising without them having to intervene. We never could depend on the fates.
Or perhaps their lack of intervention was exactly how they intervened, huh? Casts inflict, freeze, and repeatedly damage foes in the binding circle. I mean, that's pretty good. Are you allowed to just hit rarefy on it again? We're going to get one more, right? Yeah. If I had realized you could double rarefy the same, obviously I would have done it on the attack. It didn't occur to me to even try it until I pressed the button. But I think this is a very compelling start. We got to get some sort of gain going, but yeah, good stuff ahead, I think. So the other Demeter boon, I think, is what I'm doing. Wait, there was another Demeter moon. That's all the way up there. Over Apollo? Over Hera. Yes. Yes, I think so. Also, I totally realized this is Total Eclipse. I picked this, like, not even reading all the words on the thing, apparently. I picked this thinking it was the big laser, but it's the delayed explosion, which I realized when I used it.
How many of these do they have?
Look at all the money.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, Tranquil Gain is not bad. Obviously, Snow Queen's pretty lively too, but yeah, Tranquil Gain is a good one. Obviously, this rarity is a problem, but it's not a big problem.
Felt that.
That is a lot of max magic already. Definitely more than we need. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it all.
Enough of this place.
Alright, show me one breakable in here
Located something.
so that I have 250. No. No, Hermes, bro. I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. Well, no palm for me. I'm definitely going to take the lightning, obviously.
In the name of Hades.
Lightning Lance is so... Lightning Lance is so good. Thunder Rush is pretty hot, too. Man, Thunder Rush is pretty hot, too. Jeez. Now we're taking the Lightning Lance.
Lord Charon? You mean your sisters, the Fates? You knew they'd be all right. I never imagined I could even meet them myself. One of them, she reminded me a little bit of you.
Yeah, I see that family resemblance.
Well, it was only a first impression. Moonlight, guide us.
As always, you gotta remember to show care on that respect.
I see you.
Okay, let's try not to lose too many
Won't
Death
last, you know,
Defiances here.
Cyclops. At some point, the city of Aphira shall be rebuilt. Its streets will be teeming with mortals, the docks bustling with seafarers. Rather than this.
What are you, an oracle or something? If they try and put the town back together, great. More meat for me whenever I want. You'll have to do for now.
Okay, I remember this initial kick is always way worse and over a way larger area than you think it's going to be. Ow. Well, that's inconvenient. Just refill everything. The fuck? Oh my god. Well, remember what I said about the Death Defiances? I didn't even, like... I'm just taking damage like crazy from nowhere as far as I can tell, just getting hit. Bad dash, bad dash.
So tired.
I think the cat got him.
Return to Shadow now.
That'll show him. There.
Boy, that felt like it was happening at a million miles per minute. That's... I am for sure out of shape here. It's not a hands thing, it's a perceptual thing. I was not keeping up with what was going on during the battle. Okay, well, so knucklebones, right?
Very well.
Critically important. Hey, look, it's a small amount of money. I sure could have used this. Well, now that we got it, let's see about using it here. I sure would love to buy a centaur heart. Sadly, not happening. Will I still need fresh sustenance? No, I'm going to trust myself to steward my health well, to kill my enemies, to heal up the old-fashioned way.
That.
But the improvements to our hacks I will absolutely take. That's lovely to see. Indeed.
Long since last we slaughtered everything that moved about this place. The more the better. Who dare?
I don't know where any of the enemies are. Cat, find something to fight.
Your turn.
This is tough because like we're fighting over such a large area that where the hell even? Okay, apparently I got 140 gold worth of them. I guess.
Gods watch over us.
They won't.
Sir, what are you doing in the middle of the rift of Thessaly? How did you even get here? Although you must be a powerful swimmer.
I'm proficient in a wide variety of athletics, since you mention it. Swimming, leaping, striking things with clubs.
You would not believe the number of specializations that he's taken.
So this is part of your patrol path? To think, my journey could have been even more infested with foes if not for you.
Much would be different if not for me, though you're one of the few I've met of late to admit it. Fair voyaging, sister. Look at the time.
Always use more.
Do I have 18 driftwood now? Man. Remember when that was always a problem? I was like desperately short on this stuff.
Now for the next one.
Okay, lightning lance up, that's not too bad. Oh, I thought for sure I was going to be through his shield before he finished his attack animation.
Change of course.
It's on me just getting greedy. Okay, we could really use some bonus HP. That's lovely to see. Okay. Those effects are absolutely gigantic. A little surprised nothing. Okay. I was kind of expecting there'd be, you know, a challenge or an altar or something. Almost ran right back into that. Well, that's not much of a that feels a little insulting to Hermes to even present as a choice. That was not fully charged. I almost just ran right into that.
For me. Salutations. Olympus, I accept this message.
Hasty retreat's great. Sure, absolutely. What are the little bonuses that we get again? I think it's we bones are extra max mana and ashes are health.
Enjoy.
There we go. I remembered correctly.
Grow strong under the stars.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Extra blast is pretty fun. Smaller blasts, excellent. Numbness is like all right. So we go purpose, preparation. I think I do want to take fragmentation right now. And then we'll grab this. There's not a lot of purpose nodes on this one, which is a little bit of a shame. Yeah, we'll take that. That's fine.
There at last.
I do already regret it. I wish I had just taken the other purpose node. Alright, boss time. Is it? Yep. Charybdis.
Hungry for more, Charybdis?
We have like an okay weapon for this. I can't believe you're still alive. Okay, I think it died. I'll do my compelling later. Really, I actually haven't spent any time standing still, which I guess makes sense. Whoa, now. Come on, restore. Just keep running. Come on. Alright, I took way too much damage there. I got caught a couple of times with just like silly ways, but at least I didn't lose any defiances to it.
Hear me, on my authority.
Yeah, Frigid Rush is real good, right?
Now,
I take that pretty gladly.
it'll be all right.
That was weird.
There.
Okay, at least I can still help land a soul. Yeah, Slippery Slope is really, really good. High Surf is also really good. Slippery Slope is... It's gotta be Slippery Slope, right? With the setup that we have right now. And then we have enough money that we'll still be able to shop right before the boss. It does kind of feel like they're not going to give me a Cersei, though. Which is annoying. Gosh, some of these enemies just have... They got some... They sure do have some HP. I dashed in like a split second early. Yeah, we'll definitely take a visit from Ares. That seems... hold on. Refill my mana. I do wish that thing was in a place where I could see it. Alright, I am for sure taking a lot of bad damage there. The little bit of sustenance was actually really nice. Is that where we're at with you? Okay, guess so.
To all our triumphs in the past are still to come, Lord Ares. But this ambrosia is not merely for that. I know you also learn from painful losses and defeats. In this especially, I find we are alike.
I share the sentiment, my hellborn kin. Our family tends to focus overmuch on victories. We do not look unflinchingly at failures and defeats, where deeper insight may be found. In this and more, you have been a welcome exception.
Feels like an important bond. Maybe a good bond to have made earlier in the war.
Discovered after all, and they intend to take a break from all their traditional manipulations. I do not entirely believe it, but war would be so exhilarating were its victors never preordained.
It's interesting that he says that with a frown. So this is interesting. First of all three of these are things that I would like to have. I actually think Vicious Flourish is really good, but you can't pass up Epic Mutual Destruction, right? Unless you are, I guess, way better at the game than I am. And yeah, indeed, we just did not get shown Cersei this run. I suppose that's one way of dragging out the playtime.
What I found. It's Charon.
Such is the smuggler's life. Our combined might was once more than enough to vanquish Chronos, little niece. Although it also took the wisdom of my noble brother Zeus, who formed our plan. We've quite the plan this time as well, don't we, brother?
Though Poseidon always raring to go, a good plan needn't be discussed out in the open. For now, young Millennium, we offer you that combined might of ours. Please complicate things for our foes, would you?
I would love to do that. Lightning deals more damage to froth-afflicted foes. That's fine. How much lightning damage are we actually doing? I guess like eventually we might pick up something that'll make this interesting. I think it's probably worth pointing out that the other options are not good, and so we're taking this for that reason.
Surging on.
And then no 12 gold just laying around, because it sure would be cool to buy both of these. I think I'm gonna take, this is 58 health. I think I'm gonna take the food. Maybe that's foolishness. If it prevents me from losing a Death Defiance, like how good is that? The answer's pretty good. Yeah.
Life. Salutations.
You know, like aloha.
Look what I got. You got so close to beating me last time, babe. I could feel my wings growing heavy, like the Underworld was calling me home. But I'm totally fine now.
For the moment. You'll soon feel the Underworld calling you home once more. And you'll go, whether you like it or not.
Ooh, I love a good threat. Well then, let's see who's going home first, huh? Maybe it'll be just like before. See that?
Boy, she tracked me quite unerringly there. I don't know why I hit F. I knew she wasn't going to sit still for that. Ow. Boy, the 135 degree sweep is pretty rough. Things detonated here. This might work. I was trying to outrange it, but of course, what am I thinking? Well, the good news is we could actually just lose here, and it wouldn't like really mean anything mechanically. I do think this is the sad part is that this is a really good setup for a run that I'm not making very good use of because of having not played the game in 2 or 3 months or something.
Aren't we supposed to be on Olympus?
Jeez. Okay. Tough as hell. Well, I did try to dash right through her there, and that didn't work out.
You wish. This counts.
I am so slowed all the time. Well, that's the end of the run for sure, huh? What an insanely good, like, setup.
Another golden apple.
And I just lost everything. And it does, like, the big difference, I think, between this and, like, when I was playing before is right now, everything feels like it's happening so fast. Because I am just out of practice perceiving it, I guess. Purge stuff for gold, probably not. Honestly, it's probably better to take the calling card later, but at this point it's gonna max out on the next run anyway. That sure would be fun to buy. Okay, what did I get from my random Hades boon? Typhon summons fewer reinforcement. That one's not so great. It's okay. There's no universe where we get to Typhon.
Made it this far. Dragons again.
Even if things were to go very considerably my way, it's hard to imagine getting past the boss fight for this biome, right? Specials are faster.
Ungrateful Daedalus.
I don't know if Colossus Driver means you take the 30% less damage while the special is out, or if it's just like while you're charging it. I don't know. But I remember with the other skulls, it works a little bit differently. I think I do really want to finish this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. We definitely want to get at least one or two more upgrades to the hex. I mean, we're managing here. Okay, so I do think I want the devastation. Yeah, we for sure take a purpose over that.
The limits of my light.
We for sure need some health. Now, obviously, we could still meet Athena. There's no saying that we're definitely all the way doomed, but I'm feeling pretty doomed. Yeah, like meet Athena, get all of your Death Defiances back, just sharpen up like a tremendous amount. It could happen. Oh, we are for sure going this way. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. My cat to wake up. Alright, did it.
The god of war. Olympus, I accept this message.
It's so weird to see him for a second time during the run and be like, oh, it's the god of war. So Vicious Flourish is good. I think Cut Above is going to do more damage than Vicious Flourish. I guess I don't exactly know how much damage our... I don't exactly know how much damage our thing is doing when it hits. I'm going to take Cut Above. I'm assuming it's probably not doing so much damage that a 60% boost is more than 180 total damage.
There you are.
How am I doing on this? 5. And we are set up to this could be really good for us. We are set up to take good advantage of it. Well, you know, I'm getting some max HP here. Am I gonna catch anything good?
Korb, take you.
That's such a bummer. The thing jumped into the area of my my hex with like a tiny bit of shield on it. It is probably High Surf, right? Sea Star is real good earlier. At this point, I think it would be probably not. Yeah, at this point, I'd rather have High Surf. Oh my god. The amount of health that these things have.
Count right now.
The amount of visual noise that I am producing is like definitely dangerous. I am going to miss enemy attacks in the just sort of like haze of effects that are everywhere.
Lady Demeter.
Give as much assistance as we can. I'm not too proud for it. Okay, this is turning into a lot of enemies, which gives me hope that it might be in the Fina room. But also, sometimes the rooms just have a lot of enemies in them. Nah, looks like it's not.
There it is.
They stopped spawning.
What's good here?
Yeah. So we wouldn't be able to rush that anyway, so I guess let's go ahead and take everything. Right? Because I'm like, I've made myself dead broke. The shop's no good anyway. So I guess we're going this way.
There.
Alright, no death defiances is pretty sad. Pretty sad news.
This is a Star Sailor.
What are the odds that I could survive even this fight? I mean, you know, I've come out of this pretty clean in the past, but that was when I was, you know, considerably more practiced, obviously.
See you. It's done. It's finally done, except I need to hear you say it first, to know for certain what I have foreseen. Now, please,
have to be a little more specific, but I take it you mean that I found the Fates. Or they found me, but either way. I thought you didn't care for them too much.
I care for what they say, what they decide to make of this world of ours. What has their exile driven them to do? They would not make the same mistakes again.
They've had it with our squabbling, that I can understand. So they have deemed the coming of another age in which the gods apparently shall hold less sway. A time of fewer burdens on us, so our tempers can subside.
The coming of a golden age. Perhaps not quite the one my master had envisioned, but nevertheless, all this toil at long last. Until then, I suppose we fight.
Yeah, sure. Why would we change anything ourselves? That was great, I really should not have figured I could get that done before the eagle came in. There we go. Trying to not run him out of the effect while he's chasing me. Take a second. Dodge into a fire. Okay, mid, or top, mid, top. I mean, we're doing some pretty good damage. I'll say that. Mid, top, mid, bottom, mid. Regen. That wave of energy from off the screen very nearly got me. No bird, no bird, bad bird. Let's regen up a little bit here. I keep letting go of the Omega just before it reaches full charge. Lazy. I'm so nervous about staying close enough to him to keep hitting him. Okay, I actually feel pretty good about that fight.
Into the purse.
So... I mean, it wasn't really my intent, but at this point I'm wondering, do I need to take the Gorgon Amulet? The Gorgon Amulet could absolutely be like a total run saver. Or should I, if I'm really going for it? Currently Shellback. Ridiculous. Or should I just take like Tooth or Onion or something? I'm gonna take the amulet. We're gonna hope. We're gonna commit to that kind of hope. And yes, I know I lost some effects. You know what? Sure, give me. Let's add one more thing to the list of eventual deliveries.
I'm back.
Well, it's some summit. Some summit somewhere.
honor me, my lady.
Well met. I'm waiting. I had considered how we would proceed if by some chance the three fates were never found. What I did not anticipate was that they would be found, yet still take leave of their responsibilities, so I am told.
They've been weaving for eons and perhaps felt weary or even underappreciated. That or they liked what they saw while their weavings were on hold. They did give us a big new prophecy as a sort of parting gift.
A prophecy about another age, that we gods shall relinquish our dominion to mortals. It's difficult to believe, but then these things never unfold precisely as they sound.
No, and for that matter, I couldn't tell whether the fates were angry or disappointed or anything like that. On the contrary, they seemed enthusiastic.
They are weavers, whose tapestries reveal the vast and complicated tale of history. Perhaps they seek merely to entertain, and we are but characters they have to work with.
Well, now there's that renewed faith.
I concur.
And all of a sudden, it starts to look...
Awaits.
I mean, more possible for sure.
Straightforward.
I took a lot more damage than I thought I was going to there. I really thought that thing's shield was going to just shred. At this point, we have one of these coming, right? One of these is one of those. I don't think it makes any sense to go for more.
These two again.
Ow, damn. No, I think I was clear there and then I dodged into an attack. And I am still finding a way to take an awful lot of damage. Damn it. Didn't quite get clear of his claws on that last pop-up.
Out with you. In the name of Hades.
Well, steady growth is obviously not very good at this point. Ice Flourish would not be bad. Arctic Gale creates gusts around the binding circle, but we're already creating a lot of gusts as we're running around. I kind of think it's Icy Flourish. I don't know. That one I'm unsure on. That might have been the wrong play.
Monsters.
Oh, monsters, is it? Here, of all places.
Cheers, Em.
Delivery arrived.
Alright, absolutely overjoyed about a little bit more of a thing that is effectively HP. 3 palms against Poseidon. Nah, it's gotta be Poseidon.
A few more floors.
Poseidon could give us back some health. Well, there's definitely some unnecessary damage there. I am not being the best vanguard, the best safeguard of these extra lives that I was given. Alright, here's this. So we have 3 left. We will not be able to get numbness no matter what. We also don't really need it. So let's take purpose. And then vastness and a magnitude.
Such terrifying might.
pretty good overall. And then here, Ocean Swell's not nothing, but I actually think we are in Buried Treasure Town.
From the sea.
We did not get a lot of health from that. That was very, very little HP. All right, but you know, we have a little bit more money for the shop. We did not make a lot of money over the course of the biome this time.
That's all I've got. May moonlight guide you, Em.
Good.
Okay, so 503. I can buy 157 HP. If I do that, I can't get the Poseidon boon, but that's probably okay. I think I do want the HP.
Life.
And then we are 2 gold short of being able to buy out the entire right side of the shop. Is there a single pot somewhere around here? No. Okay. That being the case,
I need this.
buy double palm, wave strike. I mean, given the rate at which we attack, improving the wave strike is definitely good. And then this will be like, I think there's a single purpose node left. Wait, how do I, this and then that? Yeah. So there's a single purpose node left, and we could get numbness versus, what is this, just 40 HP? I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I think that's better. 2 gold. All right. But here we go. This is a legitimate actual, this could happen. Have not done this fight in months.
Yeah.
See how much I remember.
Foul weather, is it not?
Yeah. Ain't it always?
Come on, Lord Zeus.
Oh, I almost didn't get hit by that for the first time ever. Crazy. What am I doing? I know I can't. Yeah. I gotta stop moving for a second here. Okay, those burn down pretty fast. Ow. That's a headbutt. Okay, we're doing a good job. We're pushing him pretty fast. Not taking too much damage. Trying to get me copyright struck. The cruelest move in his arsenal. Go directly for the streamer. Just keep dodging. I'm doing a good job of focusing on my defense, I think. Okay, I didn't need to give him the hex. That was overkill. Ow. Oh, right, we're at this part with the tentacles. Okay. This I remember. Ow, damn. Psycho. Come on, please let this just phase him. Okay. That's the fake death, right?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
We still got 2 death defiances left. I'm feeling pretty good about that, actually.
Suffer once I break this spell.
Poor little girl, are you going to cry? For all the hardship which you have endured?
It's a fucked up thing to say to a kid. Ah, damn it. Explosion is very large. I really do feel like I hit dodge there, but fine. Holy hell. I'm not getting credit for any of my dodges. Please let the phase end. Didn't take very long. I don't think my hex even had time to go off. Okay, so I almost managed to fumble it right at the end there, like really, really badly.
Well, this did not exactly go as planned.
But hey, look at that. One more off the list.
Both of them.
Unfortunately, it did not get us the thing we were most looking forward to, which was speaking to Cersei with those knuckle bones. But, as ever, thank you, Athena, for saving the run. Prophecy foretold.
Much is required to subdue the hulking, furious progenitor of all the world's monstrosities. Courage, strength, agility, a lifelong training regimen from a great witch. Perhaps even a stroke of fate. This night, at least, the princess has it all.
Return to Shadow now.
It turns out, she still got it.
Wakey, wakey.
And Chronos, you were there in spirit.
A satisfactory result that time, wouldn't you say?
Out late again, huh?
Can I give you? I can give you. I have not helped you recall things important enough to give you more salt.
Hey, wanted to tell you, thanks for bringing back all of my terrible old memories I tried desperately to erase. I'm serious. I'd rather chew on them than spit them out.
As far as I'm concerned, that was your choice more so than mine. I wanted to support you as a friend. We both knew what you would discover had potential to be painful.
I don't know about painful. That's one of the good things about being a shade. No more pain. Some rotten thoughts about the way things were, sure. Maybe some of those.
I do count that as pain. It's not the same as being struck full force by Nemesis, but it can hurt more deeply, and the healing process can take longer, by a lot. Though, do you remember more than just the painful memories, at least?
I guess so, but the other stuff's just not as interesting, you know? Anyway, it's all just history. This is me now.
I'm glad.
Okay, well, you know, it's nice that we got to do that at least. And so now...
Forget about the nectar and ambrosia. What if we go to the springs again? It's quiet there. Seems more your style. And for that matter, mine.
I was planning to say no to whatever you had in mind just to mess with you, but the springs do sound okay. So let's go. Will melt me into Psyche.
Aren't you angry with the gods? For what they did to you and all of mortal kind, apparently. So what if it was a long time ago? The more I think about it, the angrier I get.
I mean, honestly, it was a pretty good prank. But it was nasty, too. I don't know which one of you all was responsible, but don't really care. Not big on the whole anger thing.
You're too kind. More than my family, at least. I don't think there's any taking back what happened, but for what it's worth, once all this is over, I'm going to do all I can to make it so we gods act more decently with mortals from now on.
Speaking on behalf of all mortals who ever lived or ever will, I think we'd mostly like it if you left us alone. Might be a lot of evils in this world, but We have ways of figuring things out.
Can you and I remain as friends, at least?
Well, let me think about it for a little while and get back to you, alright?
Whenever you're ready.
I mean, I like the way that links into the.
And we're good to go on that remain as friends thing, Mel. Though I'll keep you posted if anything comes up.
Sounds good, Dora.
Yeah, I like the way that links into the whole the new prophecy and everything, and that's presumably something that you could have, an encounter that you could have seen considerably before returning the Fates, right? Or before meeting the Fates. Successively clear any 2 all-random chaos trials. Clear either any of the chaos above or chaos below trials appearing in the pitch black stone at least twice without fail. Interesting. Not obviously the thing we're focused on right now.
Quite a predicament we find ourselves in, sister. Certainly not one I could have anticipated when first I arrived. How odd. So what are we to do? It's not my wish to interfere.
Don't worry about that. Worry about keeping your mouth shut when she's walking up on us. All casual, like she doesn't know what's going on.
Wait, what is going on? What are you two talking about, if I may ask?
Talking about you, Princess. Though it's nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. You've got enough going on, and we can sort this out ourselves, if you'll excuse us.
Wait. No, I would prefer to be forthright.
Finally.
Princess, the issue is we each develop certain feelings for you that, in some cases, can manifest as the kind of envy that Nemesis is committed to punishing. An outcome we are trying to avoid.
This is one of those problems that can only be solved by a threesome.
Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I would never want to hurt either of you. Well, maybe you, Nemesis, but only when we spar. How do we resolve this? Our feelings mustn't get in our way.
Or maybe they should exactly be all of the way in our way. Maybe that's exactly where we should be going right now.
They won't get in our way. And besides, you're busy, not like you were going to devote yourself to one of us, body and soul, like some mortal that doesn't know any better.
Certainly not. Why should I or any of us have to choose? We're gods. If you wish to know me better, wonderful. But please accept that I won't let myself be bound to anyone. Nor would I expect any different from you. Are we clear?
I think she's on the path.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And so now, the threesome.
Leave it.
I won't. I'm going to eat these. Did we max out with you? No, it seems not the time. Although it is interesting that it does seem there is a time.
Moros was all giddy recently, at least for him. So you finally got a hold of his sisters, huh? You should feel lucky. They're my sisters too, and we've never even met.
I saw a bit of you in them, perhaps, Eris. If their past work is any indication, they seem to value spontaneity, making things up as they go.
So bizarre, right? I mean, why be like that when you could try and meticulously plan for every little detail in advance?
They're weavers. They do have to plan. That and spontaneity are not inherently opposed. Speaking of which, you must have heard they're planning an extended break.
Meaning we get to make things up as we go for a change.
We'll see how that turns out.
Okay, so that's lit up. If there was time to invite her for an outing, I wonder if we could in fact advance that.
You'll need it.
I'm surprised how much stuff there still is. Like how much individual character plot. Maybe I was advancing them slowly before. Oh hey, look who it is.
Salutations. The Book of Shadows. I wasn't always certain who the author was. I suspected it was you, the way it sometimes anticipated my own thoughts before they were fully formed.
You weren't entirely correct, though we're onto something as to why the author understood your thoughts so well. It's quite an old book. Do take care of it for me.
I swear I will.
Well, it doesn't. That was not exactly an earth-shaking revelation.
Inspiration from the fates themselves.
Salute the oath of the unseen to change your fate prior to setting forth this night. An incantation for the superstitious and the bold, for who can say what the fates had in store for us to begin with? So we'd have to pull 3 more lenses. That's interesting. To change your fate. I don't know what I think that means.
All hail the monster slayer.
Moonlight, guide us.
We'll get through this.
I feel like we mostly have gone through this already. Alright, I'm a little worried about what I am doing to Odysseus by continually giving him ambrosia, but...
What would you say to a productive evening of inspiring more loyalty over at the taverna again? I enjoy our conversations there.
I would say let's be off immediately, but I must say I'm anticipating word from an informant soon and so need to stay put. I also mean to visit the taverna somewhat less.
Yes, I think that's wise.
Oh, I apologize. It's not been my intent to keep attempting to draw you away from your responsibilities.
It's nothing that you did. It's just I knew the sorts who spent their days and nights feasting, taking leave of their senses. I swore never to be so indulgent, to always leave some of my desires unfulfilled.
I understand the feeling. To yearn for something is a driving force. Though, how about we give this bottle to your informant for a duty well performed?
An excellent tactical choice. I'll tell them it was courtesy of the Princess of the Underworld herself.
I'd rather it be from both of us.
Fine.
So does that mark the end of the trail? Actually, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, some of these, like, this is so many hearts.
This new age the fates foretold, when they'll hand it over to mortals, by which I think they meant the big decisions. What say our shades about all that?
I've heard a mix of viewpoints, though they've been enthusiastic on the whole. Ungrateful wretches, We're only here by the grace of the gods.
It isn't always grace, I suppose. Many of these shades met an early demise due to acts of gods. They don't want to be pushed around.
There shall always be someone or something to push such people around. Whether it's a god or not hardly matters. The gods can have their moods, I know. But I'd not have gone far without them. That's why I'm here.
Nice of you to say.
I don't say, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for the people for whom the current system has objectively worked out very well to say, hey, I don't know, this current system seems fine to me. Which is not to say, obviously, that Odysseus never got a raw deal from a god, because, you know. But, again, on the whole, things are pretty good.
Generously provided by
in the
Apollo and
afterlife.
Artemis.
Okay, well then I guess maybe we are done here for tonight. Wait, is this... Had some nightmare sitting in the thing. How many loyalty cards do I have right now? 4? Probably we'll just hold on to them for the moment. I don't know how much more nightmare I actually need. Let's go have a look, I guess, before I go ending things for the night.
Savior of Olympus. I must salute the bearer of the Argent Skull. Would that my own cranium were thusly reinforced with silver and could explode with such spectacular results.
One good skull deserves another. Chaos above, chaos below. That's new.
20 fear of randomly selected vows. Interesting. Okay, well, those are certainly things to keep doing if you want to keep doing. I think that probably does actually mark the end of us for the moment, though, huh? Yeah, so like I say, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I am so glad that the return here turned out to be a success, and all it took was 8 death defiances. Actually, all 8 of them. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to be pursuing still the ends of some of these little threads, and hopefully doing so in a less deathful manner. And we'll see you then.